And now I'm going out to my friend Walt Garrison's.
Well, I want to welcome everybody to, it's not really a ranch, but it's where we call home. So welcome to the Garrison spread, I guess. And today I'm going to try to teach you how to, or tell you, I can't teach, there's a lot of them out there that already know how to cook a brisket, but I can't tell you the right way to do it, but I'm going to tell you my way to do it, which is ain't too bad. If you ain't used to much, it ain't bad. Well, the first thing we do is we make a Walt Garrison rub, which is very good, but we need to rub it down and just rub it in there. I use a lot of it. I probably waste a lot of it. Little pygmies in New Guinea probably hate me, but it's an old recipe that I've had for, God, I don't know, 30 years, 35 years. And like I said, the rub, I use it on everything. You use it on steaks, you use it on pork chops, you use it on ribs, you can use it on scrambled eggs. I'm gonna cook it with the fat side down for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Then I'm gonna turn it over and cook it with the fat side up for about 2 hours. And then I'm gonna wrap it in foil and put it back on the fire at a lower temperature with the fat side up. That way the fat melts down into the meat and hopefully makes the meat more tender. Now we're going to leave that for about 2.5 hours. So those of y'all that's got something else to do, you might want to do it now. A recipe, I guess I stole the first recipe about 30 years ago, and I've added to it over the years. I made mine a little more spicy than most people's because I like it that way, and it's my recipe. So, but we've been producing it now. The Walt Garrison Cowboy line is out, and it's really a good rub. I mean, it's one of the, well, it is the best one I've ever had because it's the only one I've ever had. But it's good stuff, and we've got some other products that go along with it, barbecue sauce and the dipping sauce. The dipping sauce, Terry Sullivan, a partner of mine, is the one that came up with that, and it's really good, and it makes a great Bloody Mary for anybody out there that drinks. Not that any of us do, but if you do, it's pretty good. I've got a stick deal here that I can turn it with. And like I said, we'll cook it another 2.5 hours with the fat side up, and then wrap it in foil after that.
Yes, sir.
So, and hopefully it'll turn out edible. Are y'all ready to take this one
Yes, sir.
out?
Well, Walt, about 16 hours later.
16 hours later, I hope this son gun is done. And like I said, I wrap mine in foil because it kind of helps the meat stew in its own juices. And I double wrap it in foil so none of the juice gets automatic.
Careful there.
Sucker.
Hey, hey, hey.
Let me get my little fork again. Oh my God, it's gonna fall apart.
Oh, that's
a good
just
thing.
what you like.
And that's a good thing. Let me see if I can just turn it over on there. Ooh. Buddy. Oh yeah, this will be a good brisket, guys.
Yes, sir.
Get that fat off of it. And he always told me to slice it cross grain. Don't slice it that way. Slice it cross grain. I don't know why, but I always keep you cooked briskets pretty good. So I'm gonna. Well, it's done because it's falling apart. Now, is that bad? Now we need barbecue sauce to go with it, right? Good?
Good stuff.
The only thing I have to say is,
Is that good? Make a jackrabbit hug a hound dog, as it say.
what he said.
Well, I hope I have shown you some way to cook a brisket, but like I said, it takes 5 hours before you wrap it in foil, and then another 14 to 16 hours after you wrap it in foil, and it should be like this, falling apart. And now you're ready for the barbecue sauce. And like I said, the only thing we put on this brisket to start with is the rub, and a dry rub. And we usually let it set a couple of hours with a dry rub on it before we put it on the fire, and it tastes pretty good.